We got a newcomer to our screen printing department, and this is Caleb Brooks' first day learning how to run an automatic press that we have here at Lee Apparel. This is Tim Rake. Tim runs our screen printing department and really everything when it comes to production on our Lee Apparel side. And I know I'm a weirdo, but jobs like this are the thing that I enjoy the most. We have a 95,000 piece order here that takes 6 designs. We got a lot of white t-shirts, but doing a lot of color t-shirts also, and they'll take those same 6 designs, and we'll kind of show you the process on the white and maybe come back on the dark colored garments and show you the difference there. But Tim, how long have you been doing this?
Between 25 and 30 years, on and off. 25,
and how many of those years were you training at Russell Corporation on how to print?
I trained for 5 years for newcomers coming in at Russell.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, if they would listen, but you know, most time, you know, that's just the way it goes. You can tell the first day someone's gonna make it, somebody wouldn't.
But I do notice that, you know, we've got Bo Glenn and Henry Russell that work here with us, and they've been there. I think Henry's been there over 30 years. And Bo's been there about the same, about 23 years.
About 23, 24, 25
And the thing I noticed, y'all all enjoy talking old screen printing stories and things that went on there. And so you had to have enjoyed it at least a little bit, correct?
Oh, that's what made it go by fast. It's like in here, we joke and carry on and stuff. Work gets done, it keeps everybody from being so tense when you joke and carry on a little bit.
All right, start up with Caleb. This is a USA design. It's just a 2-color design, navy and red, and we'll kind of walk around and go through this. But just start up from how you begin on training someone on an automatic press.
Okay, and, you know, most of the time, you know, the biggest thing is they got to learn to understand it's not speed to start with. It's getting the feel of it, it's getting your comfort zone, then the speed to come. Like in a previous video I did for Lee Apparel, you know, it's a silk screen, you know, it's 2 screens set up, blah, blah, blah. This is blind work. I mean, you can do it at night with the lights off. Biggest thing Caleb's got to understand is the stations that's on. We on station 1, which is here on the navy, and then we skip to the flash, we skip ahead, then we go to station 4, which is the red. All right, when the shirts get over there, each station hits it twice, and then it goes on the dryer behind us, and it comes through, and the stacker's back there folding, stacking in the box. All right, on a medium shirt, the smaller the shirt, the narrower it is, the shorter it is. I mean, that's a rule of thumb. A lot of the shirts come in, it has where it's factory fold, it has a line, it'll take you a while to see it, right here at the top. Just about 100% of the time, that line right here is going to be perfectly center of this shirt. If you look, that line's tailing off at the bottom, it's because of the way the shirt's fold. But if you get this top up there, it'll be good. Now, a lot of people do this is the way I do it. You got your arm sleeve seams on both sides. This design is tri-locked in the center of these boards. It's going to hit the same place every time. You center these sleeves up, these hems, and you pull that up right there. That's another way to do it. I mean, and once time progresses and everything, and once we lay this shirt out, you can see that line going straight down the middle of that shirt. That is where that design is going to be. All right, Caleb. Once that one's on, you're going to flip head 1, which is this right here, and it's going to print the navy. Okay? It's 2-stroke. You're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to be a little faster. So we're going to hit this. This is, you can manual this, which is hit it every time to make it move, which you'll have to do when you start. Or you can do this, go down and go up, it's automatic, and it'll never cut off. That's for speed printing.
Tim, tell what this flash is doing right here.
This flash unit puts off, these bulbs put off heat. And each bulb up under there puts off so much heat every time it does. It's flashing this navy ink to a point to where it's not cured, but you can put a second color on top without pulling the ink off the shirt. And it's bright. Watch your hands, man. No, I mean, you can get it, but I mean, I just want to watch your hands. And those bulbs, do not put your hand up under there and touch one of those bulbs with it on. But basically it's the same thing. All right, I'm over the head forward. I'm going to cut the red on. And and that's going to 2-stroke. You see you got coming around. This is an 8-pallet machine. This machine on this, on non-stop, you got somebody putting on, pulling off. We can print easily 300 shirts per hour just on this machine. Easy. On this. All right, once your first one gets around, you come over here, you'll look at it, make sure the machine's off, and you'll look to see about the line up. I mean, you see it right here. I mean, it's coming down. I mean, everything looks good. The navy looks good. The color red looks good. It's bright and crisp and clear. So what we're going to do, we're going to take it off. We're going to put it on the dryer. And then when it gets back there, the other person will take it. All right, I'm going to let you put this one on and let you play with it a little bit.
And this is his very first time to put a shirt on.
The very first time.
Deal with it.
Now, if we was on production and you had a partner that relied on you making the money for both of you, this wouldn't happen.
That's how Russell worked, wasn't it?
Yeah, on production.
Everything was on production.
Everything was on production.
And a different time, I'm guessing. All right, show him where he's off a little bit on that, Tim.
All right, you put it up. If you pull right here, Kylie, I mean, see how much you got here, see how much you got here on this side. If you see the line, you went by the bottom. You got to go right here. I mean, to make it easier, when we change over, I'll take a tape measure and I'll put a black mark right in the center of the board. That way you see that. I mean, it's gonna be rough on you for a little bit, but it'll be fine. I mean, if you just get them two side seams right and you pull that right there, you're good.
Make sure it's somewhat flat on the pallet too, because as there's creases in the pallet, I mean, this is common sense. It's going to crease in the print too.
All right, just push it down. All right, I'll take this one off for you. I'll take it off. That's my bad. I'll let you down. And, put the other one off.
No rush, Kevin.
Oh.
We've all been there.
Yeah. If you don't mess up one, you ain't trying. I can promise you that.
That's right.
I've got trailer loads of recuts somewhere.
There was a whole department there at Russell for that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it messes up, you put it in a box, they come pick it up, put it on the trailer. I mean, that's the way it was. Then they donate it.
Check him out, Tim.
All right, that's good. All right, go to the next one. Oh, I'll let you struggle putting that shirt on. I'm going to show you a better way to do it. You have to let them learn.
I know it. You do.
They got to learn. They got to learn.
I said I'm odd. I love this. People ask me, say, what? You got several businesses. What would you do if you had to do it for a living? And it's actually this job right here.
Well, congratulations.
Because I'm a lot like, we got Chet Meadows back there at the end of the dryer. He and I like to count how much we get done at the end of the day. And this is one of those jobs you get to count a big number by the end of the day. So I feel like I'm productive on days like this.
You feel comfortable with it? It's all right. Look at, no, I'm talking about, look at, you feel comfortable with it? I ain't gonna shake it, push the button. Go ahead, man, let's go. I'm gonna let you put this one on. I'm gonna show you an easier way to put that shirt on.
Okay. I want to see this.
You wanna see what?
Yeah, I want to see what you're gonna show me. It looks good from here, Kevin.
Hit the button.
Put them on the belt.
Put it
Put them in the box.
Put it in the box. Turn your head. Don't cough. Put it in the box.
Put them in the box.
Sorry. On stuff like this, that's what you do.
That's
Put
right.
it in the box.
Good production print. It's hard to mess this up. It really is. Once you get a kind of a little pattern of what you're doing.
It's amazing the stuff you see come through here.
Yeah.
The hard stuff and the easy stuff.
Yeah. That's the reason I enjoy this. This is
Oh, is that the reason I have to run all the hard stuff?
Well, that's the reason you have to run all the hard stuff is you're the only one that knows how to do it good. I take that back now. Henry and Bowden keep up with you. But y'all are. I tell people that say, well, where you get your printers, Randy? Well, I get them from Russell. There used to be how many there working at Russell at one time, Tim?
On one shift in the barn, and when the barn was still running full and they just opened 9 over there, there's at least 250 on one shift.
You know, that's something we're trying to build off of here is we have printers out there that it's almost impossible to train them up to what y'all learned there at Russell. And so I tell them, I say, well, they work for me. They used to work at Russell, and I bore them to death because the amount of product that we send through here a day compared to what they used to do at Russell was boring. And all the different prints y'all used to do.
Oh, it's ridiculous. And there was no such thing as an automated printer until the probably early 90s at Russell. Everything that you see, the 2-color would have been hand printed on a manual machine.
And you started in the mid-'80s?
Huh? Yeah. Okay. I started 85 and, you know, went through, worked my way up and everything. And it's just, I don't know. I really don't know how I became a trainer. I mean, I don't.
Well, clearly you were pretty good at it, and I'll vouch for you.
I appreciate it. All right, Caleb, you ready for a little speed? Let me show you something so you get out and turn. Go ahead. All right, what you're doing, and I know it's your first time, but you're doing this. You're doing that, you're doing this, and then you're coming back over here. Basically, you're moving this shirt 4 to 5 to 6 times. Okay, watch. Stand over and watch it. All right, you're going to take this and you're going to feel this thing. You're just about going to know how that goes out. You're going to come all the way over with that shirt. You're going to come back, you're there. I mean, it's...
Once it's all the way down, it's not... Because these boards are tacky.
Yeah.
And with them being tacky, it just makes it a little bit harder to maneuver.
Yeah, I mean,
this get it all the way down.
A little bit now. I mean,
you pull back from there, yeah, it does seem to be easy.
And another thing you can go by, see if it's straight or not straight. You got your shoulder seam coming across. If you pull up this shirt up, and you see the way that seam is and that seam is, so you see the way it's bunched up, you see it's going to be pulled over to this side. So, you know, then you'll have to do that. Once you start and you get the rhythm of it, and you get a little speed on it, you'll be able to do this right here. You'll come up, you're through there, and you're there. I mean, and believe me, it's not the years it's done it. It's finding your own way to do it the quickest. That's what it is.
When you're on a production job like y'all were at Russell, you figure it out real quick.
Real quick. You find out, you figure out the little cheat modes of how to set things up. You find out how to, you know, you make your own little, what I call jigs on certain designs that you do every time. And you keep them. You have a locker down there, and you keep your things in the locker and lock it up where nobody else can get it.
Caleb, their pay was based on production. So they had a base pay, but if you met production, then that thing could increase by 50%.
Yeah.
Is that right, Tim?
Yeah, sometimes more. But I mean, if you didn't meet your base production, the first week they'll call you in and talk to you. It's like a coaching. The second week they call you in and give you a verbal, and then if you don't do it, you start getting rid of it. The second ride up on production, you're out. It's like when the new printers come in, they had an 8-week process before their first week of production really hits them. And a lot of them, and me and Clovis Thompson, Cookie Man, we were the trainers, we would tell them, the first 3 weeks, you're doing nothing to get comfortable, getting used to it, learning how to do it. Your 4th and 5th week, you'll speed up a little bit. Your 6th and 7th week, you need to speed up to see how close you are. They're running actual orders. And then the 8th week, when they go out on the floor, we're still with them for 2 more weeks, but we cannot assist them. They have to do it on their own. If they got questions, we would help, but we can't do anything like the setup or teach them, you know, print anything for them or anything like that.
You got to understand, Caleb, this is like the easiest of easy.
This right here, all of us would have fought over one of these machines.
They printing a lot of stripes on jerseys.
Yeah,
numbers.
Sleeve stripes, which is, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, the Auburn sleeve stripe, which everybody knows that's the number one. It's got the 2 stripes, the two 3/4 stripes, it's got the 1.5 inch stripe, and it's got the 3/4 stripe down below. And back in the day is when we run replica journeys, when Russell had all the collegiate and all the pro. I mean, it was nothing. I've seen so many George Haller Scott sleeve stripes come through for Chicago Bears. I don't even want to see a Chicago Bear uniform anymore because I print numbers 1, 9, 8, 88. I mean, that's all the numbers they were. It's just a mass production of replica jerseys that people wanted to buy. So, I mean, basically, it's the same thing here, but, I mean, what we're considered is a custom screen print because we have a graphic designer, we have a true artist that can go in back there and take your idea, that can come up with a design and make changes on it according to you, and then put your thoughts on a shirt or on embroidery or something like that. That's the difference. And Russell had them too, but I mean, very little has come up that would be, you know, something like what we do.
You know, this is about the easiest custom you can get here. It's just a little 2-color design. We do a lot of distress look. It's just popular right now.
That's what
It's hard to see this one off. Now, we do print jobs up to 7 and 8 colors. It may be a lake or a beach design that is very, very tough to line up. But that's really a separator for us compared to other printers out there.
You know, just say for instance, there was a 7-color design that took a chance probably a week and a half to get it the way the customer wanted it. When it finally okayed and it's proofed out, it come back to me. It took me nearly 3 hours just to get the screens ready, dried, and taped up and set up on the machine. Then it took me nearly 3 hours just to line it up because the detail was so fine. I mean, that's the difference. And stuff like that. Now these, you have to micro adjust this, but I mean, basically that tri-lock system that we use, you put it up, move it a little, tweak it here, tweak it there, it's ready to go.
Let Caleb jump over there, Tim.
What?
Let him do one more.
Well, I mean, I was talking and learning.
I know it. We were learning. All the way down. There you go, Caleb. And then you can come back, and you're probably pretty close there without even moving it much. There you go.
Good. Push the button. Can't mess it up. Push the button.
We'll hear that for Tim Wraith a lot. Push the button.
Quit looking at it.
Quit looking at it. Let it go.
Put it on the belt. Get it
Caleb,
done.
we've got this on video now. Now welcome to, I wish I had mine and Chance's first time on a video.
I would love to have seen it.
It was very interesting. It was interesting. I'll give this, about 3 months in, we printed a whole baseball jersey order, and it was on 50-50 garments. Everything looked great that day, and we walked back in the next morning. Anything we printed white on red was pink. Anything we printed navy on white on navy was a light blue, and we had no earthly idea why. And it was because we weren't using poly ink. And anybody that's ever printed knows exactly how ignorant that is to say that. But
We've all done it.
That was the honest truth right there.
We've all done it, but I would love to have seen y'all set that press order up. Love to have seen. I would have laughed. Oh my Lord! I mean, it's remarkable what you laugh at, what's funny and what's not funny. I mean, you gotta laugh and joke around and make the time go by. If you sit here like this all day,
that's right. We watch TV a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
We've been on the stock market and college football here lately.
Yeah.
Luckily, the stock market was up 1,000 points yesterday.
Well, they're predicting it's going to go down this morning.
Okay.
So
we'll watch it
already
now.
like that. Yeah. And don't think we got stock. I mean, we just interested to watch people fight over. Blame game.
We'll come back and take a look at how Caleb's doing here in the next little bit.